Timeless life philosophies.
Are you tired of being constantly affected by the ups and downs of life? Do you want to develop a sense of inner tranquility and resilience? If so, then you're in the right place. In this video, we'll explore the 7 Stoic principles that can help you cultivate a sense of inner calm and clarity, according to the ancient philosopher Epictetus. Principle 1. Focus on the controllable. Are you tired of feeling constantly anxious and stressed out? Do you want to feel a sense of inner calm and tranquility no matter what life throws at you? Then the first Stoic principle we'll explore today might just be the key to unlocking that sense of peace. According to the ancient philosopher Epictetus, many of the things that cause us anxiety and stress are outside of our control. Whether it's the actions of others, the weather, or global events, there are countless factors that can affect our lives in ways that we can't predict or control. But focusing on these uncontrollable factors is a recipe for anxiety and stress. It can leave us feeling powerless and overwhelmed, constantly worrying about what might happen next. Instead of focusing on the uncontrollable, Epictetus suggests that we focus on what is within our control. By turning our attention to the things we can control, we can reduce our anxiety and develop a sense of inner calm. So, what exactly is within our control? According to Epictetus, our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are all within our control. We may not be able to control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. For example, let's say you're stuck in traffic and running late for an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your response to it. You can choose to get angry and frustrated, or you can choose to stay calm and accept the situation. By focusing on what is within our control, we can develop a sense of agency and empowerment. We may not be able to control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. So, if you're tired of feeling anxious and stressed out, try focusing on the controllable. Take a step back and ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? By doing so, you may just find that sense of inner calm and tranquility that you've been searching for. Remember, you are not powerless. You have the power to control your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. By focusing on the controllable, you can reduce your anxiety and develop a sense of inner calm and resilience. Principle 2. Cultivate virtues. According to Epictetus, cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice is essential for living a good life. Virtues are habits of mind and character that enable us to act in ways that are morally good and socially responsible. By working to cultivate these virtues, we can live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Let's take a closer look at each of these virtues. Wisdom is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions. It involves being open-minded, curious, and willing to learn from experience. By cultivating wisdom, we can make better choices and navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Courage is the willingness to face fear and adversity. It involves taking risks, standing up for what is right, and facing challenges head-on. By cultivating courage, we can overcome our fears and live more boldly and authentically. Justice is the commitment to fairness and equity. It involves treating others with respect and dignity, and working to create a more just and equitable society. By cultivating justice, we can make a positive impact on the world around us and contribute to a better future for all. By working to cultivate these virtues, we can live a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. We can develop a sense of purpose and direction and make a positive impact on the world around us. We can also develop a greater sense of inner peace and tranquility as we live in accordance with our values and principles. So, how can we cultivate these virtues in our daily lives? One way is to practice mindfulness and self-reflection. By taking time to reflect on our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, we can become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses and work to develop those virtues that we may be lacking. Another way is to seek out role models and mentors who embody these virtues. By learning from others who have already cultivated these virtues, we can gain valuable insights and guidance that can help us in our own journey. Finally, It's important to remember that cultivating virtues is a lifelong process. It takes time, effort, and dedication to develop these habits of mind and character. But with persistence and a commitment to personal growth, we can cultivate these virtues and live a life that is truly fulfilling. Cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice is essential for living a good life. By working to develop these habits of mind and character, we can live more meaningfully, make a positive impact on the world around us, and develop a greater sense of inner peace and tranquility. So let's commit to cultivating these virtues in our daily lives and live the best life we can. Principle 3. Embrace reality. The third Stoic principle is to embrace reality, and it may be one of the most important principles to cultivate if you want to live a life of inner tranquility. Epictetus believed that many of us create our own suffering by trying to deny or resist reality. We may try to cling to the past, resist change, or ignore the truth about a situation, but the more we resist reality, the more we suffer. So, what does it mean to embrace reality? It means accepting things as they are, without judgment or resistance. It means acknowledging the truth of a situation, even if we don't like it. It means being present in the moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Embracing reality can be difficult, especially when we're faced with difficult circumstances or painful emotions. But it's essential if we want to reduce our suffering and develop a sense of inner calm. One way to practice embracing reality is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. By focusing on the present moment, we can become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, and develop a greater sense of clarity and calm. Another way to practice embracing reality is to practice radical acceptance. Radical acceptance involves accepting things as they are, without judgment or resistance. It means acknowledging the truth of a situation even if we don't like it. By practicing radical acceptance, we can reduce our suffering and develop a sense of inner peace and tranquility. Finally, it's important to remember that embracing reality is a process. It takes time, effort, and dedication to develop this habit of mind. But with persistence and a commitment to personal growth, we can cultivate this principle and live a life that is more peaceful, fulfilling, and resilient. So, if you're tired of feeling anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, try embracing reality. Acknowledge the truth of a situation, even if it's difficult. Be present in the moment, without judgment or resistance. And remember, by embracing reality, you can reduce your suffering and cultivate a sense of inner calm and tranquility. Principle 4. Practice detachment. The fourth Stoic principle is detachment, and it's one of the most important principles to cultivate if you want to live a life of inner tranquility. Epictetus believed that we should not be attached to things that are outside of our control, such as wealth, status, or other people's opinions of us. By practicing detachment, we can reduce our anxiety and develop a sense of inner peace. Detachment doesn't mean that we don't care about anything or anyone. It simply means that we don't let these external factors control our happiness or sense of self-worth. We detach ourselves from these external factors and focus on what is within our control. For example, let's say you're up for a promotion at work, and you've been working hard and putting in long hours to impress your boss. You find out that someone else got the promotion instead of you. You may feel disappointed or upset, but if you've been practicing detachment, you won't let this news bring you down. You'll remind yourself that the promotion was outside of your control, and that you can still find fulfillment and purpose in your work. Detachment also means letting go of our attachment to material possessions. We often think that having more things will make us happier, but the truth is that material possessions only bring temporary happiness. Instead of focusing on acquiring more things, we can focus on developing our inner qualities and virtues. By practicing detachment, we can reduce our anxiety and develop a sense of inner peace. We can let go of our attachment to external factors and focus on what is within our control. We can also develop a greater sense of gratitude and contentment as we learn to appreciate the things we have rather than always striving for more. So if you're tired of feeling anxious or stressed out, try practicing detachment. Let go of your attachment to external factors and focus on what is within your control. By doing so, you may just find that sense of inner peace and tranquility that you've been searching for. Remember, detachment doesn't mean that we don't care. It simply means that we don't let external factors control our happiness or sense of self-worth. We detach ourselves from these factors and focus on what truly matters, our inner qualities and virtues. Principle 5. Manage perceptions. The fifth Stoic principle is all about managing our perceptions. According to Epictetus, our thoughts and beliefs shape our experience of the world. By choosing to see things in a positive light, we can reduce our suffering and develop a sense of inner calm and clarity. So, how can we manage our perceptions and choose to see things in a positive light? One way is to practice gratitude. By focusing on the things we're thankful for in our lives, we can shift our focus away from negativity and towards positivity. We can develop a greater sense of appreciation for the things we have, rather than always focusing on what we don't have. Another way to manage our perceptions is to practice positive self-talk. Our internal dialogue can have a powerful impact on the way we perceive the world around us. By speaking to ourselves in a positive and uplifting way, we can cultivate a more positive mindset and reduce our suffering. For example, let's say you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation at work. You may be telling yourself things like, "I'm going to mess up," or "I'm not good enough." These negative thoughts can create a sense of anxiety and stress that can be difficult to overcome. But by practicing positive self-talk, you can shift your mindset and reduce your anxiety. Instead of telling yourself negative thoughts, try saying things like, "I've prepared for this presentation, and I'm going to do my best. I have the skills and knowledge to succeed in this presentation." By reframing your thoughts in a positive way, you can reduce your anxiety and develop a sense of inner calm and confidence. Finally, it's important to remember that managing our perceptions is a process. It takes time, effort, and dedication to shift our mindset and develop a more positive outlook on life. But with persistence and a commitment to personal growth, we can cultivate this principle and live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So, if you're tired of feeling anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, try managing your perceptions. Focus on gratitude, practice positive self-talk, and choose to see things in a positive light. By doing so, you may just find that sense of inner peace and tranquility that you've been searching for. Remember, our thoughts and beliefs shape our experience of the world. By managing our perceptions and choosing to see things in a positive light, we can reduce our suffering and develop a greater sense of inner calm and clarity. Principle 6. Endure challenges. The sixth Stoic principle is all about enduring challenges. Epictetus believed that challenges and obstacles were an inevitable part of life, and that by accepting this fact and working to overcome challenges, we can develop resilience and a sense of inner strength. Life is full of challenges, both big and small. From minor setbacks to major crises, we all face obstacles that can be difficult to overcome. But rather than letting these challenges defeat us, we can choose to endure them and emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. Enduring challenges is not easy. It requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to face adversity head-on. But by developing these qualities, we can become more resilient and better able to navigate life's ups and downs. One way to endure challenges is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment, without judgment or distraction. By focusing on the present moment, we can become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, and develop a greater sense of clarity and calm. Another way to endure challenges is to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, rather than harshly criticizing ourselves for our mistakes or shortcomings. By practicing self-compassion, we can develop a greater sense of resilience and self-confidence, even in the face of adversity. Finally, it's important to remember that enduring challenges is a process. It takes time, effort, and dedication to develop resilience and a sense of inner strength. But with persistence and a commitment to personal growth, we can endure challenges and emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. So, if you're facing a challenge or obstacle in your life, remember to practice mindfulness, self-compassion, and perseverance. By doing so, you can endure the challenge and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. Remember, challenges are an inevitable part of life. But by enduring them and developing a sense of inner strength, we can live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Principle 7. Cultivate inner tranquility. The final Stoic principle is perhaps the most important of all: cultivating inner tranquility. Epictetus believed that by practicing the previous 6 principles, we can develop a sense of inner calm and tranquility, which is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Inner tranquility is the state of mind in which we feel at peace with ourselves and the world around us. It is a sense of serenity and inner quiet that can help us navigate life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. But how exactly do we cultivate inner tranquility? There are several ways to do so, and they all involve practicing the previous 6 Stoic principles. First, we can focus on the controllable. By focusing on what is within our control, we can reduce our anxiety and develop a sense of inner calm. We can choose to respond to external events in a way that is in line with our values and principles, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. Second, we can cultivate virtues. By working to develop habits of mind and character that are in line with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and others, we can live a life that is more meaningful and fulfilling. Virtues help us to live in accordance with our values and principles and to make a positive impact on the world around us. Third, we can embrace reality. By accepting things as they are, without judgment or resistance, we can reduce our suffering and develop a sense of inner peace. Embracing reality means acknowledging the truth of a situation, even if we don't like it, and being present in the moment. Fourth, we can practice detachment. By letting go of our attachment to external factors such as wealth, status, or other people's opinions of us, we can reduce our anxiety and develop a sense of inner peace. Detachment means focusing on what is within our control, rather than on external factors that are outside of our control. Fifth, we can manage our perceptions. By choosing to see things in a positive light, we can reduce our suffering and develop a sense of inner calm and clarity. We can practice gratitude, positive self-talk, and other techniques to shift our mindset towards positivity. Sixth, we can endure challenges. By accepting that challenges and obstacles are an inevitable part of life, and by working to overcome them with patience and perseverance, we can develop resilience and a sense of inner strength. By practicing these 6 Stoic principles, we can cultivate a sense of inner tranquility that can help us navigate life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. We can develop a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment, and make a positive impact on the world around us. But cultivating inner tranquility is not easy. It takes time, effort, and dedication to develop these habits of mind and character. It requires a commitment to personal growth and a willingness to face our fears and challenges head-on. So, if you want to cultivate inner tranquility, start by practicing the 6 Stoic principles we've explored today. Focus on what is within your control, cultivate virtues, embrace reality, practice detachment, manage your perceptions, and endure challenges. By doing so, you may just find that sense of inner peace and tranquility that you've been searching for. Remember, cultivating inner tranquility is a lifelong process. It takes time, effort, and dedication to develop these habits of mind and character. But with persistence and a commitment to personal growth, you can cultivate inner tranquility and live a life that is truly fulfilling. In conclusion, the 7 Stoic principles we've explored today can help you cultivate a sense of inner tranquility and resilience. By focusing on the controllable, cultivating virtues, embracing reality, practicing detachment, managing perceptions, enduring challenges, and cultivating inner tranquility, you can live a more meaningful and fulfilling life.